Hey YouTube, hey Young and the Restless fans, Alexander Boone here with a soap report for the Young and the Restless. So what's going on YR? Well, we know there's a lot of corporate shakeups going on with Chancellor Winters and with Jabot. And what's going to happen very soon is that Diane is going to have had enough. She's had it with Kyle. And she's going to tell Kyle that he's been terminated. Diane is going to fire Kyle. So this is going to be really interesting. Of course, we know that Kyle has been undermining Diane. Diane is hurt too by Kyle's attitude towards her too. And we recently saw them have that argument. But Diane is going to have had enough. And she's going to reach her limit. And Kyle's going to be fired. Of course, Jack is going to come into this argument and he's going to try to referee, but it looks like Kyle is going to be on his way out. Okay, and of course, we know Victor is trying to lure Kyle over to Glissade. Kyle is considering that option and he's going to take it. He's going to contact Victor. They're going to discuss it. Of course, Kyle wants to be the sole CEO of Glissade, but Victor basically is going to tell him that the deal is that he has to be co-CEO with Audra, and Kyle is going to relent on that and he's going to accept the offer, and him and Audra are going to be back. And of course, we've seen scenes, you know, in the recent past with Kyle and Audra too. So it's going to be interesting to see them both working together in the corporate environment. And if any romance between them starts to, you know, heat up, we'll have to see. Of course, we know there's a little bit of a romance possibility and potential with Kyle and Claire as well. So we'll see what happens there. But Audra is going to basically call Kyle her partners. So they're going to be partners. They're going to be co-CEOs. And they're going to go after Jabot. And Victor is basically going to tell Kyle that, you know, how would you feel about going after Jabot, your family company? And Kyle's basically going to let Victor know that he'll give, you know, Jabot a run for their money. So this is really compelling because now Kyle is going after his family company. Of course, Kyle and Diane are at odds, but Jack and Kyle too kind of are in some ways too. I think Kyle feels like he's been shortchanged a little bit, and you know, Jack for a while has kind of wanted Kyle to pay his dues a little bit too. So I think this could push and is pushing Kyle towards maybe becoming, you know, disgruntled, and it looks like he's going to have no problem going after his family company, Jabot. And of course, we know Victor wants revenge on Jack, so we'll see how far Kyle gets in, how deep he gets into this too, because, you know, he doesn't want, hopefully he doesn't want to completely destroy his father's company, and Jack, you know, and John Abbott and everything that they built for the Abbotts. So it's going to be really compelling to see how this all plays out and what Audra and Kyle do together, if there's romance there, how far Kyle will let this go. But he's going to be with Glissade. It looks like they're going after Jabot, so get ready for that. Also, Chancellor Winters, there's a lot going on there. We saw the argument between Lily and Devon, and they're both kind of selling this act, you know, to try to make Billy think that they're on board with this, you know, demerger idea, okay? But Lily now is wondering what Devon's true motives are and intentions are, and Devon's wondering about Lily as well, but it looks like they might be able to work that out. But now Jill is telling Billy that even though Jill gave Billy her power, it looks like Jill still has some of her own power. So it looks like maybe she'll get a vote too on the board, okay? So Billy has 2 votes, but that could change now if Jill has a vote, or maybe Billy still keeps his 2 votes and Jill has another vote too. But there's a lot of math involved with the different votes. Abby's involved, Chance too. Chance is on board with Billy's plan too. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. If Chancellor Winters is going to demerge, or if it's going to stay together. Is it going to stay as Chancellor Winters? Is it going to be Abbott Chancellor Winters? Or is it going to demerge, and is it going to be Abbott Chancellor, right? Run by Billy and Lily. And of course, that's Lily and Devon's plan too, is to demerge and then make Billy think that Lily's gonna work with him, but then Lily's gonna come over to Winters and run it with Devon, and Billy will be left, you know, holding the check, right? So we'll see what happens, but my hope and my guess is that Chancellor Winters stays together. We'll see if that happens. I don't know if that's going to happen, but ACW kind of has, I think, some momentum behind it. We'll have to see what Jill does, but there's definitely a lot of corporate shaking up going on with Victor Newman, you know, moving the chess pieces around with Kyle and Audra. They're going to be working together now. Jack and Diane are going to worry about Kyle's future this week, so maybe Kyle over at Glissade now will gloat a little bit to Jack and Diane, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. They're going to worry about their son and what he's getting involved in. And then you have all of this, you know, shake-up going on at Chancellor Winters. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what happens. Sharon is making a distress call this week too, and we recently saw Sharon have that flashback when she encountered Daniel. Daniel seemed to have triggered a memory, a flashback in Sharon. Of course, we know Sharon, she has different medication now, and we know she has a condition and that she had trouble in the past. Victor even mentioned the ranch fire when Victor was talking to Katie. And I'm wondering if everything is going to interconnect here. Are we looking at a big summer storyline where Sharon maybe spirals, and maybe Faith and Katie and Daniel and Lucy, and who knows, maybe a lot of different characters could be involved with this. Let's hope everyone stays safe, of course, but we could be looking at Sharon going into a possible spiral here. Let's hope not, but you know, we have to expect the unexpected when it comes to what's going on with Sharon now. And I also brought up the idea, could there be somebody sinister behind, you know, Sharon's medication? The doctor changed her medication. Is this, you know, just kind of an innocuous thing, or is there someone intentionally doing this to mess with Sharon? Okay, we're gonna find all of that out in the coming days and weeks, so keep it right here. But there's a lot going on The Young and the Restless, and you're not gonna wanna miss a moment. And hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll have more updates coming, and see you in the next video.